You can hardly imagine how difficult, arduous and disgusting is the stay on the material level for your soul. You step down to a barbaric world. This is like a descent to hell. Legend has it that after his crucifixion, Christ climbed down to the underworld in order to redeem the souls waiting there. He descended into hell, says the Apostles' Creed. Likewise, you, too, on each new day, betake yourself into circumstances that, as a being from the higher world, you can only describe as complete chaos. Do not indulge in any illusions. Be prepared for the worst. Do not expect any honey licking from the day that lies before you, but nothing else than incessant struggle with chaos. When you appear down here as a spiritual being from a higher level, there are many jealous, resentful or malicious hands who know only one end: to throw you off your pedestal. Learn to rise above the hands that drag one downward. As an alien, you must not adapt to the rotten customs of the primitive civilization into which you have been exiled. When the current strives upward, myriads of small sendings rush forth to impede it. Not only conscious and malicious sendings, but also chaotic particles move to restrain the rising current. The ignorant inhabitants of this planet must not succeed in pulling you down to their level. Madmen have no right to drag worthy ones along with them. On the contrary, your mission is exactly to lift them up to your height. How, then, does an hierarch create on earth? By uplifting all the surroundings. When you sink to the level of the old mortal man around you, you stop being an immortal, a higher being. It should not be thought that in his consciousness an Arhat could lose sight of the guiding will even for an instant. He proves to be a simple mortal if he does not always solemnly bear the chalice of achievement. In practical terms, this means above all, you have to continue to live down here according to the rules and laws that apply in your homeland, in heaven. How do you want to bring the earth closer to heaven? Only by applying down here the customs prevailing up there. This, in turn, can only be achieved when you yourself live by these rules. Convince your fellow men through your practical examples of their goal-fittedness and incite them to imitation. He knows how hard it is, when surrounded by tigers, to rise up and carry others into the higher spheres. But this is the labor that must be performed by those who are launching the new world. How this can actually succeed we shall discuss in more detail in the broadcasting about the construction of the new world. In short, first of all, one thing is crucial. You have to implement the 10 pillars of the practice of Agni Yoga yourself and introduce them, as far as possible, to your environment. The new world will arise by itself when more and more people live according to these principles. It is of the utmost importance that you realize, by transforming into an immortal, you take up a new position, like the leader of a football team, or the foreman of a construction crew, or a teacher in a school, or a president of a company or a state. You are new to this office. You still have to learn how to fill this dignity with life. We may as well say you ascend to a higher rung of the ladder of hierarchy. This concerns much more than your present, short, material, earthly life. This applies to all worlds and all levels of existence, to all eternity. You are taking over a new cosmic position. A Christ is a cosmic position. A Buddha is a cosmic position. An angel is a cosmic position. Likewise, to be a spiritual being, a member of the sixth race, means to occupy a certain, of course, lower position in the cosmic hierarchy. This your new higher position is constantly in danger. Even a formidable creature like Lucifer, who has reached a much greater height than you and ascended to the rung of the angels, was still not immune and has fallen. Every new day you are being examined to see whether you are worthy of this cosmic stage. You ask why so many tests are necessary. In the community, everything is attained by experience. Therefore, it is right to regard testings as growth. Tests lie as thresholds to the gates of beauty. Tell those who find trials cruel that their goal fitness lies in that the hardening of the spirit either progresses or regresses. You still have to prove that you are actually able to keep yourself permanently on this higher stage of evolution and belong to the sixth race. For the time being, you are just a beginner. It is natural for you to crash and to fall back again and again, like a baby learning to walk. The testing of people is unending. Experienced people ask for tests. Otherwise, upon what can they affirm their strength? It is crucial that you take every crash as an opportunity to rise again and to do better next time. Then you will stand greater and stronger afterwards than before, and will actually have used the crash in order to make progress in your ascent. It is needful to deepen the consciousness by continuous testing, One only needs to understand testing as improvement. Truly, anything of good quality fears no test. Each test teaches new conditions which might otherwise remain unnoticed. Whoever fears testing is an ignorant coward. Therefore, the last aspect of the exercise transformation which we would like to discuss in this broadcasting is: as you descend into the world, your first aspiration is not to earthly affairs. Rather, you firmly undertake to maintain the position as a higher supermundane being reached in the morning meditation, to preserve the dignity of a spiritual being in every situation, and to fulfill your mission as well as possible. This position is a spiritual reality which you must defend against the material reality around you. You practice to maintain always and in every situation the superior attitude which rests on the higher point of view of an immortal. When you fall down, you have to get up again immediately. Your eternal individuality stands smilingly above the chaos of the world. You must never lose this smile. The key to this tremendous project is: base your earthly life firmly on the 3 pillars of meditation in the morning, at noon, and in the evening. At least at these 3 times of the day, you must be a spiritual being, with all the attributes described. Then you will not fall too low in the 2 short intervals in between. And if you make sure in the long run that you are a supermundane being, at least during these 3 times of the day, it will become much easier for you to keep this position even in the times between meditation. The potential of an immortal spiritual being is truly inexhaustible. There are no limits to the growth of your eternal individuality. Therefore, the exercise transformation has no end. It can and must be continued infinitely. We shall address more exercises in the following broadcastings in order to further advance on our common path, step by step. Next, you will have to strive to develop the property of invulnerability. On it is based your invincibility, your fearlessness, your freedom, and your superiority. It is the very foundation of your whole spiritual ascent. We shall discuss this in more detail in one of the forthcoming broadcastings. In the following exercises, we shall come back again and again to the pattern discussed today. Therefore, mark well this basic principle. In meditation, you create a higher state of your consciousness, such as immortality, invulnerability, mastery of thoughts and feelings, vigilance, etc. Then you apply this inner state to the outward material reality by taking a corresponding attitude in every situation of your everyday life. Like this, it goes on and on, step by step, on the path to God.